Hi guys, this is Persecuted, and I just want to let you guys know that this is what the government is doing to civilians. Um, for some reason, I met a guy in North Carolina. My husband left me at the time, and I was kind of down at the time, but anyway, I met this guy, and after I broke it off with him, I have been microchipped in my right leg. Um, I was sleeping at the time. I was in my apartment. I lived alone, and for some reason, I woke up with extreme pain in my right leg. I didn't know what it was, but what happened. So anyway, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that it was nothing there, and that was in North Carolina. But for some reason, I couldn't go to work because it felt like I had surgery on my right leg in the calf area. So I believed the doctor at the time, and I just waited, did hot and cold compress, and I took off of work for 1 week, and I just waited for the pain to go away. So as years passed, maybe like around a year or two, that leg has been giving me problems. So I moved to Maryland, went to the hospital in Maryland. They said that I had bad varicose veins. I'm not overweight, but probably like about 20 pounds, oh, 10 pounds overweight. But anyway, they said they didn't see anything wrong, but it's just my veins. And if I wanted it stripped, they could do that. So I declined, and I just dealt with the pain. It felt like my right leg, I was developing a lot of cramps for some reason. So anyway, the years passed, and now we're in probably about, I think it was like, 2015 to 2016. The same right leg started to swell. It was really big. It felt like it was huge, like deformed, like an elephant leg. Took off of work, kept my feet elevated above my heart. Didn't know what was going on at the time, so I moved to Long Island. I went to Long Island, New York. I went to the hospital. They said it was nothing there. I went to like 6 different hospitals. One in North Carolina. I'm sorry, 2 in North Carolina. In Charlotte, as well as Asheboro, North Carolina, and Greensboro, New York, Long Island, Missouri, Maryland, Laurel, and also I went to one in, another hospital in Long Island. 6 or 7 hospitals. For some reason, they said it was nothing there. They did give me an x-ray, and I did share those pictures with you guys, and it's for some reason it's like a silver object in my leg, and I know, and I feel it. I can feel it, and I see. I'm going to upload the picture. I just don't know how to do video, YouTube slides. I really don't know how to upload all those pictures. But if anyone can help me, I would really appreciate it if you could put a comment at the bottom for me to share my photos with you guys. But it all started after I broke it off with my ex-boyfriend. He said he lived in D.C. He's from D.C. And I was between like 38, 39, and I just said, let me go for it. I was in North Carolina working third shift. He never told me where he lived at. He never shared any. He was very secretive. But anyway, come to find out, I believe he's a Freemason. And I think my sister is an Eastern Star. And they did set up, I've been set up for my sister. Right now I'm being illegally experimented on. I have plastic under my skin. I can't feel the flesh in my face. I went to the hospital in Virginia because I developed plastic growing from my body. And they wanted to commit me. So once again, I move around a lot because I was stalked. And I believe I'm being stalked from the Freemasons or cult. After I broke it off with this guy. His name is Kevin Harris, phone number 202-258-4613. He's a truck driver. And at the time when I met him, he was just too secretive. I don't know why I didn't investigate more or ask any questions about him, but I believe it's a cult that my sister is in. She's also in North Carolina. I'm not from North Carolina, but I did move there. I'm from New York. And I don't know if she got paid from the government to set her family up, because I know my father died. He passed in 2012 in November. And my sister developed, my younger sister, she developed kidney failure in 2000. No, I'm sorry, in the 90s. Can't remember what year, but my brother, who's young, my youngest brother, he also developed kidney failure. So the symptoms that I'm getting, for some reason, it looks like, I have, swollen ankles, my leg is swollen. And it's so funny that the doctor is in on it, because I went to the hospital in Virginia, and I was living in Georgia at the time, and this was early on this year. And they told me that it was nothing there, and they wanted to have me committed in the hospital. So I was detained. Okay, I just went in for a couple of questions, because I know in Virginia, the state of Virginia, it's illegal for any type of microchipping or any type of, you know, um, basically, I was concerned about the implant that I had in my leg, because I saw it clear on the x-ray, and I'm sure you guys could see it too. And that they had to call DHS. They gave me a mental eval. I was detained, and my friend drove me down from Georgia to Virginia, and that was April of this year. And I was detained from the hospital. The security, everybody was just so embarrassing. But anyway, went in there with a question, because I thought the doctors would remove it. But for some reason, it's bigger than that. I think it has to do with military. My labs, I'm not too sure. Me labs, my labs, looking to clone people. I believe I'm being cloned. I'm being squished every minute. This plastic is like a thick rubber that's in my body. So basically, I've been chipped and implanted with synthetics. It's growing. It took probably like a good old 5 years for it to grow, or less than. And I don't know. I believe my older sister, who's in North Carolina, she set me up. She probably got paid from that. And I thought it was a boyfriend, but maybe he was a government assassin or government agent. Once again, that's Kevin Harris. And woke up with leg pain, and I believe I'm chipped, and they're trying to kill me in secrecy. And I'm here to share my story. This is the first video that I made live. I really need help as far as to get my pictures, my point, everything across for you guys to see what the government is doing in secret. They're trying to clone me. I believe they're trying to clone me. I can't feel the flesh in my face for a whole year. I have to take showers, long showers, to make this plastic give me, like I'm trying to remove it. It's behind my ears, like it's just all my head, my nose, everything. It's weird it's hard to describe, but it's around my head, everything. It's rubber, it's synthetics. And I'm not a Freemason. I'm not an Eastern Star. I'm not in a cult. And I don't know what happened. I pray every day. I really want to beat this, but I just want to let you guys know that this is what the government is doing. They are cloning civilians for some reason. I don't know why. I'm trying to search videos on YouTube just to get some answers. For some reason, I just don't know why this happened to me. I am not a pagan. I am not an atheist. I am a Christian. And I just want to let you guys know that the government is doing this to civilians for some reason. I don't know if it's the Illuminati that's coming out of DC. All I just know is that I met the guy, and the guy at the time, he told me is from DC and he moved to North Carolina and he goes back and forth. So please comment and just let me know what, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I have to go to court, but once again, if it's Freemasons or Illuminati, they probably might have me committed. I've never been diagnosed with any mental disorder. I'm not crazy. I know what I feel on my face. I am a person that keeps a low profile. After I dated this guy, he has been rejected, and for some reason, he wants to show me that he is going to clone me since I don't want to be with him. And he said the police works for him. So, you know, once again, it's so funny that everywhere I go, I see the police, you know, surveilling me for some reason. But I just want to let you guys know that this is what they're doing in America. I currently live in Maryland, and it's a lot of military government officials. But I'm planning, I would love to leave Maryland, and that's my next step. I'm trying to leave here because they're trying to kill me in secrecy. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what they're doing. A scientist, for some reason, is an old couple that live next to me, and I believe he's a scientist because they don't work. He just looked kind of funny for some reason, and I believe he's a scientist, and this is what I'm doing every minute. Every time I go to bed, for some reason, I just have this thing that's squishing me. You know, I have blood in my mouth when I wake up in the morning, and I'm just tired. Really, I am tired. So like I said, let me put my story out there, and I am being persecuted by the Freemasons or the United States military. Once again, I think this is a setup for my sister, who probably got paid, who's also in the cult. And her and I got into a disagreement years ago, probably like about 20-something years ago. And she probably signed me up for this. And I'm not afraid, but I just want to know, how can I beat this? You know, besides staying in quiet. No, I'm not trying to be quiet. I'm not trying to die in silence, actually. But, and I'm not a Freemason. I'm not an Eastern Star. I'm not in a cult. Just trying to work, build, and grow like a normal person. But for some reason, I'm being tested by government officials or military. But anyway, I just wanted to share this video with you. Once again, this is persecuted, and I just wanted to let you guys know what is going on in the United States. All right, thank you.